Hello, and welcome to Barely Necessities, Laughing Places Disney Merchandise Show with Becca and not Rebecca today. We have as my
I didn't
co-host.
make a new banner.
That's okay. This is my husband, Kyle, and he has
Wow.
graciously decided to join me or agreed to join me today so we can talk about Disney merchandise.
Hey, Gio.
Hey, Kyle, how are you doing today?
I am doing okay. I woke up very early to write about Disneyland Paris, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But other than that, I'm good.
Was Disneyland Paris exciting, or are you
There was
glad you
some
got up?
exciting stuff. Yeah, they're gonna have a drone show, a drone pre-show, which sounds like fun. They're gonna actually make that cool Mickey 30 logo in the sky with the drones. And they're emphasizing it's the first time in a Disney park on like a daily basis they're going to do it. They did do something with drones at Disney Springs, but this will be actually in the park as part of the nighttime spectacular. So something we've expected for a long time, and now it's finally happening in some capacity. So
Well, that is very exciting, and I am yes, Rebecca has changed a lot. She's in Florida, lucky duck. So, maybe she'll have some exciting trip reports throughout the week, and we can catch up with her. But today we have, of course, a lot of Disney merchandise to talk about. Um, let's just jump right into it with a couple
all
of
right.
new arrivals on Shop Disney. We've got another Dooney and Bourke collection. So they've released several of these Disney inspired purses. They use a lot of the same style bags, but then of course different designs. And we've got Alice in Wonderland.
I
Kyle,
feel like I
does this
haven't been paying
strike your fancy?
attention. Well, I was gonna say I don't know. You said that they use a lot of things a lot. This one looks different to me. I guess because of the black and white and the pencil. I haven't really. I'm sure this has been part of a series they've been doing, but I haven't necessarily seen it. I kind of like it, but also for a movie like Alice in Wonderland, especially the color. Like it's weird seeing a not bright pink and purple version of Cheshire.
Yes, I see what you're
Like that's
saying.
kind of what I'd want. Like when I think of Judy and Burke from like back in the day, I even think of like the multicolored zipper and stuff like that. So seeing something that's just so subtle with just the brown and the sketching is a little weird for me. It doesn't feel on brand.
I like it. I feel like it has an antique almost appeal or like uh, aesthetic to it, and it invokes to me something that's a little bit like older, as the movie it had celebrated its 70th anniversary. So I kind of like that play on it.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense. But yeah, it's just it took me by surprise when I opened the page.
you're like, this is so simple. I saw someone commented that they prefer they thought it would be better with like a black handle, but but Dooney and Burke recently had a Mickey Mouse collection with a black handle and a couple others, so I think they probably wanted to mix it up a little. But ah yes,
Jill loves
Jill.
this collection, and probably based on the old art from the Alice books. That's possible. I mean, they all seem like the Disney versions, but I've never looked at the art in the original books. So very
It's
possible.
been it's been a long time since I've looked at one of those stories, but yes.
Hello, Disney fan, 1955. I
Hi.
understand your handle. So there you go.
So anyway, we have this collection, and there's four styles. As we know, the patterns tend to move around. So, or I shouldn't say it like that, but a lot of people like to purchase the Dooney in person so they can find the placement that they like the most. But you
Definitely
don't
get that. Like this one looks about perfect. Like that's pretty much
right.
where I'd want Cheshire.
Right, but you might not get it if you're ordering it online and you can't, go through and find the design you like best. But yeah, I think we've got Mad Hatter is on there. Alice, of course. You mentioned Cheshire Cat. We've got Tweedledee and Tweedledum,
White
and
Rabbit,
White
Queen
Rabbit
of
and
Hearts.
the Queen of Hearts. I think that's everybody.
And I like the other little touches that they throw in between, like the branches and
Hmm.
teacups and things like that.
So very fun. And we will stick with Shop Disney and move on to a Walt Disney World anniversary pendant, or pennant, I should say. I've been pronouncing it the wrong way all week, but
Yeah,
um,
I don't know which is which either. What like which one's in baseball? Probably both because you have like this, but then I
yeah,
don't.
I've definitely. So I don't know if my parents had these Walt Disney World flags. We definitely had baseball flags for Cleveland Indians. So I'm very familiar with this.
Guardians.
Well, to be, yes, but when I grew up, they were Cleveland. Growing up, they were Cleveland Indians. But I really like this. I don't like the price tag. It's
I didn't
framed
get that far.
and it's got glass, so it's really nice. But this is a $200 uh, piece of memorabilia for you. But
Jeez.
it's part of the Vault collection, so you've got, these are these, like, remakes almost, or I'm using the wrong word, but remakes of early, 1971 Disney merchandise, so
So the two different colors then? I see this
Mhm.
red one and then this
I like the blue one, the blue with
yeah,
the gold and yellow.
I like it a lot better. I mean, it's still like a $200. The frame looks nice. Like obviously it's hard to
Yes.
judge a frame. I mean, especially like it's a pretty basic frame. So like looking at it on the internet doesn't look the same, but I could imagine how that could be nice and sturdy and slightly more worth $200.
Well, and this is actually pretty sizable. That's 12 inches high and it's like 34 inches wide with all framed, the whole frame. So you're looking at something that's, almost 3 feet wide. It's a pretty sizable display piece, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. If you're into collecting, I if it wasn't that expensive, I would be more or I would consider purchasing this. I definitely would consider purchasing this.
Does it have free shipping or is this one of those where they charge you handling and stuff?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't actually confirm that. I think the shipping was probably free, but yeah, I don't know that there's probably a handling fee for this as well.
Because I imagine that it's probably fairly heavy if it's got the frame on it and
Yeah.
thick. It's going to be cost a lot to ship for them. So I wonder if
Yeah.
that's also a factor.
Let's move over to Entertainment Earth, where we have this exclusive, or Entertainment Earth exclusive Ariel Pop, and she's translucent blue. When I read the description at first, I wasn't sure I would like this, and the more I look at it, the prettier I think it is.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I there is something that I like about it. I think you're right. It kind of hits me different when I depending on when I look at it. I think it would also be different in person, but I did see a couple of comments. People are like, "Well, what's the point? Like, if it's all just like one see-through color, it doesn't really, give you the whole effect." But like, I like that she's on the stand and everything,
Mhm.
and it's kind of fun. I'd like to see it in person. I think it would be a
I
little bit
think so too.
better.
And if I don't know that they will, but if there's other pops in this series or other Little Mermaid or even princess pops that are translucent, I think it would be a fun collection to have.
And I think for her, maybe a translucent, like pinkish or red would be better because I think of her hair being the most
Hmm.
standout part of her, even more so than her her gills and or her tail. Uh, so that would have been interesting to see as well. But then again, like you're saying, like because this Entertainment Earth exclusive, maybe there are different colors for different sites or things like that.
Yeah, so we'll have to be on the lookout. While we're over at Entertainment Earth, they had some new Valentine's Day lounge flies. These are also exclusive to Entertainment Earth. And these are kind of like some couples. We've got Jack, I'm going to say Zach, Jack and Sally. We've got Donald and Daisy. And then we have Angel and Stitch. And these aren't they're lounge flies, but they're not that usual 70 $80 price point. This is like 56, I think, and they're
Oh,
a little bit
interesting.
more simplistic. So they're lined, but they don't have that, the same pretty lining that, with the patterns. So yeah, a little bit simpler, not as many details, more about the pattern. but I do kind of like it.
I like these two. I like the Jack and Sally and the Angel and Stitch. This one, I like most of it, but this like pop out element, it's fun, but that's a bit much.
You wouldn't want something like that to carry around that's like Kyle and Becca, giant
I,
heart.
if it were more, I don't know if is it functional at all or is it just like an attachment? Because if it had like if it was like a coin purse, kind of like um your pickle Petunia pickle bottom, where you have little like Pooh Bear honey coin purse or something like that, that might make sense. But just having that pop out element, I think
I
I don't know.
I don't remember. That's a great question, and I'm not as prepared as I should be. I think just from looking at it that it I don't think it detaches, but I think it unzips. So
Okay, yeah, it looks like there might
there's a
be.
little zipper there. So it
That helps it a
it
bit,
has a
but still.
purpose. Yes, but it's not going to detach. You can't remove
Oh, a little tip here. If you look on eBay, you might be able to
it.
get actually one of the pennants with that,
There
which is
you
how I
go.
probably attach anyway. Like I like the idea of framing it, but especially for our situation where we live in an apartment, so we don't want to put many nails into here.
Mhm.
It's easier to tack that up, to tack up the actual thing than the
Yeah.
frame.
So there you go. We've got we can find stuff on eBay for maybe less of some of the originals, and then we've got these fun bags. So if you need a Valentine's Day gift for someone, there's still plenty of time to order before February 14th.
And I
All
like that
right.
this one incorporates a third holiday into the movie.
That's very true. Yes, this is like an all-in-one gift because you're covering what Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's move on over to her universe and
Dots for
they
days.
dots for days. Yes, exactly. Their photo was better than anything I was going to put together. So actually, I think I got that from Hot Topic. But
Oh.
her universe is part of or is owned by Hot Topic. So you might see her universe merchandise at that store. You might also see it at Box Lunch. They're all part of the same family. But we've got some Minnie Mouse collections, and I thought this was perfect for Rock the Dots, which was just a couple days ago. And then it also very Valentine vibes here with the bold red and the pink.
Yeah, that is definitely a shirt you should wear on Valentine's Day and then not the other 364,
No,
in
you
my
could wear it
opinion.
to rock the dots too. You could wear it for National Polka Dot Day. So January and February, you get one right after the other. You get both celebrations.
I have to go to the bank today.
So, what do you think? Is this something that you would like to see me wearing?
I think it needs something over it. Like, I don't hate the concept, but I don't like it on its own. But I think if you had like a cardigan or something, so you're just showing like that top part, I think that would be better.
Okay, I can see that. You could definitely see that. Can you scroll a little bit further down? We've got a
I sure can. Sorry, I was checking the comments.
No, you're fine. Oh, thank you. And there's also a polka dot dress with some Minnie Mouse embellishments. Okay.
Yeah, Hot Topics are in several malls. So
And
hopefully
some
that's close for you. And but yeah, and you can
our
order
mall
online from them
has
too.
our mall has both Hot Topic and Box Lunch. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I've definitely like come to like box lunch a lot more as far
Mhm.
as being a 35-year-old. But you know, Hot Topic has a special place in my heart 20 years ago.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Several of these designs are, or these outfits are available in standard and plus sizes. So again, we've got kind of this inclusive sizing, which is really nice. I do like overalls, but I don't think I can pull them off the way I used to, and I definitely don't know that I'd be comfortable wearing that much pink. But what do you think of the
Well, it's a
coveralls?
light enough pink in the photo that it almost looks like a white. So
I see that. Yeah.
I don't hate it. I'd be willing to give it a shot depending on how much it was.
How about this sweater vest with the cherries and strawberries? So that, like, I think this is
It's
Valentine's Day, but also like spring, right?
yeah, I
You
think
were gonna
so.
say something. You were like, it's.
No, I'm just trying to, no pun intended, I'm just digesting it.
Do you
Um,
see the cherries make a hidden Mickey or a Mickey head, I
yes,
should say?
yes, how could I miss that? Could it be any more obvious? That's what I
Because
think
it's
of. I think of
hiding.
Chandler Bing with this sweater vest.
Bing cherries. There you go. We got them
Bing
all
cherry
covered.
vanilla.
And I think there's a few more. Uh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
cute.
I like that sweater. I
Is that a
don't know
strawberry
that.
she's leaning against?
Yeah. I think I would like the sweater with, like, I would prefer the patch like off to the side or maybe even around the, like, just a couple placed around the hem at the bottom instead of right there in the middle. But I do think it's really cute.
I really like this design of Minnie. It feels very like childish.
It feels very 90s to me. Not in
Yeah,
but like you're saying, childish, like the Minnie Mouse that I grew up with. So there you go. And oh yeah, well I think that's the last one is this top.
it's pretty basic. It feels like a tablecloth.
Yeah, but it gives you a lot of options to play with. Like you
It
can
looks like the waitress playbill.
okay. All right. Except isn't that blue?
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's like a picnic uh, pattern.
Okay. I'll give you that. Yes, it does have that picnic pattern. I think we've got strawberries again. So,
Yeah,
and one more time, or again, you've got the standard and the plus sizing, so you can find the fit that works best for
yeah, gingham.
you.
See, so I wasn't far off. It is a gingham design, so it is like a tablecloth.
And we will move over to our Valentine's Day roundup. This is not the last from us for Valentine's Day, but we've already talked about so much. So you can see we've got the bag there, the little Stitch and Angel bag that we just talked about, as well as the Hot Topic or the dresses that are at Hot Topic in her universe. But Shop Disney debuted this Mickey and Minnie special edition or limited edition doll set. That's $200. And those are still on Shop Disney. You get both dolls, and they're in this nice little display case or box, the display box. And we've already talked a little bit about the Funko Pops a couple weeks ago. But yes, there's also some Mickey and Minnie Mouse plush on Shop Disney. And I believe they're doing a special right now that they're like $24.99 each. But if you buy anything, I think you can get them for $16 a piece. So some cute gift ideas to give your sweetheart or however you're choosing to celebrate. I know Valentine's Day has been really like, at least in the past couple of years, I feel like the emphasis has been more on like just friends and family. Of course, people will always celebrate their significant other, but it doesn't have to be a romantic partner.
These dolls are so interesting to me. Every time
They
I
are.
see them, I just like stare at them because it's just like I like there's elements that I like, but overall I don't know how I feel about them. I like how nerdy Mickey looks with these glasses.
Yeah,
Like he's kind of like a hipster.
I can't tell if they're like high school or college age. Like
I have no idea.
And oh, we talked to Dooney and Burke a couple weeks ago with the Valentine styles. There's some Minnie Mouse bags over at Kohl's from Danielle Nicole as part of her Danny line. Some
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm sorry. I probably should update those photos, but that's they actually have, instead of concept art now, the pre-orders at Entertainment Earth have the actual uh, photos. So yes, we're getting a Grogu Valentine's Day bag, and it's just so cute. It's adorable. Oh, we talked about some Disney princess stuff several weeks ago, and we've got these light up mirrors from Impressions Vanity, and I went ahead and purchased the small like selfie camera and it clips onto your phone, so you can take better selfies. And there's a button at the top here. It's going to get bright. We've got 3 light settings. I think I spent about $24 for this, and yeah, I think it's
Is
really
that for
cute.
both of them? Because we got 2 of them.
Oh, I guess it would have been around. I think maybe they were 24 a piece, but then we got both for 40 or something. Um, I really love this, and then it just powers off. I think it's super cute. It's very easy to use. I haven't used it for selfies, but I have used it when we've traveled and we've done barely necessities from a couple of hotel rooms and needed a little bit of extra light. This has been so handy. So if you are into videos and posting on Instagram and all the social channels and you need that extra pop of light, maybe tell somebody, hey, this would be a Valentine's Day gift for me.
Yeah, I've enjoyed. I have a Mickey one. It looks
Mhm.
almost the same. It just doesn't have
The
the
bow.
bow on there, and it's come in handy very many times. Not for streams per se, but just it makes a huge difference as far as I've taking a photo of a backpack, and it looked awful when I was just trying to do it with the hotel light, and then I put that on it, and made a world of difference.
And it has a little charger on the side. Well, yeah, you can see that there. It comes with a little
Yeah, sorry,
cord
hold
so that
on
you can
one
charge it.
second. No, show me again.
Here, yeah. I'm turning it the wrong way. But yeah, it comes with a little cord so you can charge it.
I
But
forgot
yeah,
all about that element of it. I never
right?
charged it before. So.
We've
I
talked
love
and
these rings. I know you guys talked about
yeah.
these rings.
Well,
I
I
like
think
the
they're
Ariel
great
ring.
because they can be like you can give these to kids and it's not like it's silicone jewelry, but it's you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, am I giving them something like too fancy or too precious? And I think they're fun. And Bobble Bar has some Disney design, Disney designs. We've got some Mickey Mouse and some Disney princesses.
These are cool.
Yeah, I like those. They're the bag charms, but they also say they make great display pieces. So if you collect all of them, I mean, how cool is that?
I know you guys talked about these as well
Hmm.
recently.
And
Cool.
yeah, we've got some Star Wars fine jewelry Star Wars fine jewelry, I think is the name
How
of the
fine? How
site.
much does it cost?
Oh, these are like this is expensive jewelry. Like, some of the pieces are $1,500, $3,500. But, if you wanted I like that it's like you can tell that it's supposed to be Star Wars, but it's also like not super obvious. Like
It's
from
fairly subtle, but yeah, there's some fun stuff on
so
there too.
anybody looking to get engaged who might need a Star Wars or want to incorporate Star Wars into their love story might find those to be, a good solution.
We have a question before I move on. Do you think Disney asks fans what kind of items they want sold in the parks, or do you think they just take a chance on what they sell? I would bet that there is some sort of like focus grouping. Um,
Mhm.
I'm sure that they look at trends. Like obviously, if movies do well, um, I would also think that with so many different fan sites and stuff, they kind of get a feel for. Sometimes they're a little slow to it. Like
Yes.
Hocus Pocus, I would say, is the thing that took a long time, and then they started putting some stuff out there, and then they did the show at Magic Kingdom, and then it just kind of grew every year. So I think that's more like it. And I think they also look at we've seen them take liberal inspiration from some fan made stuff
Yes.
as far as like cake worthy and things like that, which they do officially partner with. So at least it's advantageous for
For both
cake
parties.
worthy a little bit. But yeah, we've seen sometimes stuff like I said, you're like, oh hey, that's like your official version of something someone was doing unofficially. So
Mhm.
um, that's my best guess. But yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, I feel like this is more your speed. We've looked through all that jewelry and purses and all the girly stuff. What do you think of did you read about the Spider-Man
I have
Monopoly?
I haven't read about it, but I saw it on Shop Disney. I didn't look too closely at it because I have this weird. I guess I'm a little biased to like MCU. And so when I see Spider-Man, I'm like, oh, that's not really Disney. Like I think it's Sony. So and that's wrong because they own the character and now he's in the MCU and all of these characters are in comic books and stuff. But now that I'm looking at it, first thing I like is that we have Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen.
Yes.
She is my favorite. So I'm excited that that she's there. I like that Miles is there. And he got Spider-Ham. So
Yeah.
already doing quite well for me.
We also have Silk. She's across from Ghost Spider, and then the Spider-Man 2099. So that must be the other one. So yeah, and Peter Parker, of course. And this
Is that the one? Is 2099 the one that's Oscar Isaac and
I
the Spider-Verse 2?
believe so. I believe so. I'm gonna sound really stupid here, but
Mac, leave Epcot right now and answer us.
This is, as Kyle said,
Sorry,
on Shop Disney. No, you can keep that open.
No,
so
I know, but I keep clicking the.
Oh yeah, because most of the photos actually go to the website, don't they? So the goal here is you're a superhero and you're trying to protect New York City from supervillains. And so you get to take they have special cards like the subway, so you can take a subway for shortcuts. You can, and then there's one symbol of great responsibility, and if you activate that, you can use your character's special ability as shown on their spider power cards. There's even webs to capture the villains in a specific color set. So I think that's probably similar to like you would own this, 3 property, or it's better if you own 3 properties or all 4 railroads or something in the traditional game. So yeah, you've got a color set, and then
Yeah, it looks like there's a little spider bot as a token.
yeah, you can attach spider tracers, is what they're called, and deploy spider bots to charge even more rent. So there you go. If you want a
So like building a hotel.
Yeah. Which I didn't think that at looking at this, I was like, oh, they're not going to have hotels or you're not going to charge rent. But yeah, if you're in New York City and you're protecting the area, or people are coming through and there's villain activity, yeah, you might want to charge a little more rent.
Very interesting tweaks, because yeah, like you're saying, like looking at it, it doesn't seem like the same game at all. It seems like they made a lot of modifications. But I guess, oh, here's the actual different token.
And I love that they included
little hard
Spider
to see
Ham
in this pewter color, but I like it.
Yeah, not as easy to fight over. Well, no, maybe it is hard, or maybe you're going to fight over these more because everybody wants to be all the characters. But it's a little bit more exciting than being like a top hat or, a boot.
Or a Scotty dog.
Or a Scotty dog, yes. I think the dog was always my favorite. I was like, I didn't want to be... Or the car. The car is always good because you could zoom it around the board. But yeah, do you think this Monopoly game will be making its way to our home?
Like our literal home? Like, are we buying it?
Yeah.
Where is it sold? Shop Disney?
Shop Disney.
Maybe if it's on sale at Walmart or something. How much is it?
I think it's 20.
I'll scroll up. $30. Maybe if we can, we'll ask Ben to let us do a review of it.
There you go. Let's see. Disney fan 1955 is asking, do you think the Disney parks should sell more retro park items like from the vault? I am enjoying looking at the retro items. I would like to see more of it. I'm surprised at how, well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but they sell out quite quickly. There's still some items on Shop Disney, and then of course there's items at Disney Springs and at the parks. But as far as like what us people who aren't within a driving radius to Walt Disney World, I would like to see some more stuff offered. There's definitely that nostalgia. Like they had those like bucket hats, the blue, yellow, and orange bucket hats, and my parents had one. And yeah, I'm like, Those are pretty amazing. So yes, I think they should sell more, but I don't think they should go overboard. I think this like rollout that they've been doing with a couple new pieces every so often has been a good way to, temper that. All right. Do you know what these are, Kyle?
I do. They are, well, I sort of understand them. So my understanding is that they're like things that attach to your hilt of your lightsaber. So I guess that would be at the very bottom, like take the cap off and put this on,
Mhm.
which is a little strange to me, but I really like these designs.
We have the Rancor in that like yellow or that like orangey
Loth.
color,
Oh yeah.
and then the Lothcat in the like the cream color, I guess. They're very interesting designs, and I love how crude they are because they look homemade, and I think that is really cool. Oh, thank you for doing that. Looks like there's a little Arabesh on the back too, which
Yeah, and
I
it says
can't read.
Rancor
Oh,
and
okay.
Lothcat.
There we go.
I only know that because I saw Celestino talking about them the other day. And he did say that they are apparently limited edition.
Okay.
So that leaves the question, if we're gonna go to the Galactic Star Cruiser at the end of March, and these are still available by then, would you want one of these for the lightsaber that we're finally gonna build?
Well, we know they're in Disneyland. Are they in Walt Disney World as well? Because that
Yeah,
makes
they arrived at the same time.
okay. They arrived at the same time. So, um, I it's another $25. Um,
Yeah.
I I think I
And which one would you want?
money is no object. Yes. Money's no object. They're available. I think I'm gonna get the Rancor. What do you think?
That's the one that Mike got. I kind of like the Lothcat, um, but no, I think the Rancor is pretty cool too. I just, like I said, I don't quite understand. I know there's not a need for it. And need sounds silly when you're talking about a lightsaber because we don't need a lightsaber. But
Yes, we do.
it's an interesting accessory. I'm interested to see if they do more of these.
Mhm.
I think they'll probably end up creating, if they do extend this line, I think they'll end up creating one that I like more than these two.
Yeah, I agree.
But I enjoy the precedent, I guess.
Yes. No, I think you're right. Yeah, this might be one of those things where they're testing it out to see what people think of it, how it's received, and then, if the demand is high enough, maybe they will introduce some new creatures. Yes,
Wow.
Jill, the Harvey bag. Yes, I actually have it in our shopping list. So I wasn't planning to feature it here, but it's available. There's a Harvey's bag, and they use like the seatbelt material, and they have some really really unique bags. But from what I understand, it's resort specific right now, and um, they had it at Marketplace Co-op in Disney Springs, and then at the Main Street Cinema, I think that in Magic Kingdom, and really pretty. You've got the vintage Mickey, Minnie, the gang on the front, and then on the back you had the Magic Kingdom map. So yeah, hopefully it won't just be a park specific or resort specific item. Hopefully it'll make its way to Shop Disney, but I don't know. And we will wrap up our main section here by looking at today's bonus bounties for week 4 of bonus bounties. And we have the Book of Boba Fett, chapter 4. So lines up perfectly. We've got some new merchandise from Fifth Sun. They've been doing a sweatshirt, a tote bag, and a t-shirt each week. And then this limited, or not limited, but that small vintage collection Boba Fett figure, which I've seen. It sold out in like pre-sales sold out in 5 minutes on Target. I
Well,
saw
it's like the
people
50th one they've made.
You have to be a fan of Boba Fett, I guess. I saw
Yeah.
someone had commented that they did go, the sales did asked if they had gone live. Somebody said yes, but they had to refresh and it was, touch and go. So it's coming in the fall if you didn't get one of the pre-orders now. And that's like $20.99, I think. Topps has some. They've been doing digital cards, of course, and then they've also been doing like a special 5-card pack, like physical cards to go along with each episode of the series. So those are available, and yeah, that's the Fifth Son. That's that chef from if you watched the
Okay.
most recent episode. So, and I
Yeah.
think you can also get that on a T-shirt, but I don't think that has different color options.
I like this. This tote
Hmm.
is really fun.
I think so too.
I also like the idea of using the tote to go to the library because
Yeah.
it says Book of Boba Fett.
Yes. I know. I have the same. Yes, I agree with you. And it would be the perfect. It would be the perfect library bag.
Yeah, it really would, and it's like I guess kind of 70s vibe, which makes sense for the original trilogy. Uh, but like the colors and stuff like that, I really like that design.
Well, 70s and 80s. So yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere in the it's walking that line. Now this is of course Boba Fett, and we've got Fennec Shand, and you can get different colors of the t-shirt, but then they also have different styles. So there's like a tank top, you can get a v-neck, there's a long sleeve shirt, sweatshirt, a hoodie. So lots of options as far as like colors and different style tops for that logo.
And I assume it's not just like the image quality that I'm looking at, but this feels like very like Grindhouse, like the way that they've processed this image,
I
which
think
would
they
also make
even
sense because Robert Rodriguez.
yes. I think it even is I think it's supposed to be a retrographic t-shirt is what the description what the
Okay,
product
yeah,
says.
well, retro
So
box
yes, you
tote and
definitely
retro graphic.
yeah,
Yeah, because that's what it looks like. It looks like old like
not the sharpest quality.
old film.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
So
As
yeah,
well as other wings.
there's some fun stuff, and of course we've got another episode of Book of Boba Fett coming tomorrow, and then Mike will be talking about the episode with Rebecca, I believe, and usually a special guest as part of Who's the Boss Live. So that's coming up
I
on
think it's going to be
Thursday.
Doobie Mosley this week.
Oh, I know that guy. Well, that brings us to our list for today. And wow, thank you for joining us for the past 37
Not quite
minutes.
list time. Got one more thing.
Well, the official list, but yes, so we do want to touch on some Disneyland Paris merchandise, right?
Yeah, so this morning they announced all sorts of stuff for their 30th anniversary. They'd already shown us some merch, but I wanted to take a peek at this. There was a whole fashion show video that I wish I could show you guys, but let's dive into this. I really like this sort of design. There's a Spirit jersey that has this
Okay.
multicolored design, um, and this logo. I like this as well.
The 30, that thin 30 that also makes
It
the Mickey
reminds
Mouse head.
me, yeah, but it's got Mickey on it, and I really like this color scheme. This kind of like purplies and blue. It's kind of like the iridescent, but not,
Okay.
but like a much darker version of it is
That
what
is
I take away
pretty.
from it.
I'm looking at the tote bag in the corner, which seems to have the same, not the ear hat or not the Loungefly, but the
Yeah,
tote on the
we could totally
base
have
there.
that. That's a
So
good 3
basically,
euro spent.
if we get the chance to go to Disneyland Paris during this anniversary celebration, we need to bring a separate suitcase for merchandise, right?
I don't know about that. You also notice here they have the soap
Oh
that's
yeah.
been started in Tokyo, been making its way to all the other Disney parks where it makes a little Mickey Mouse in your hand with soap. So this is one of the lines that they're gonna have. Then there's this one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so all sorts of fun, bright neon colors there,
It's
um,
very 1992, which makes
which makes
perfect
sense.
sense.
And then, oh, that one's food, but there. Oh, here's. I'll just see if I can play this for you. So this just gives you a quick little look at some of the stuff that's coming. The character costumes, by the way, also look awesome.
Yeah, and I think Stella McCartney
And
designed a pantsuit for Minnie too, right?
Yeah, so she's gonna be wearing that over that wasn't the full one that they showed during the event, but, um, also, did you catch this headband with Chip and Dale on it? That's
Oh,
so cute.
it is cute. So you're gonna be getting a new pair of ears.
Maybe, you know what, I do have my Simba ones that I usually wear, but depending I've never worn ones that have, like, extra elements. I wonder if it'd be kind of bulky and feel weird, but, I really like that.
That is cute.
And yes, the Stella McCartney thing, she's gonna be wearing that over at Walt Disney Studios Park,
That seems
for
appropriate.
March, for, Women's History Month. So
Nice.
this is another collection, and this one feels more like the Luxe collection that we've seen at
Mhm.
Walt Disney World
I
with these
agree.
golds and blacks.
Yes. Yeah,
But yeah, so that's gonna be extending to Disneyland Paris as well.
I like it. It's different enough, but I see exactly what you're saying. You've got that, yeah, the luxe collection feel.
Yeah, so it's kinda cool that they're doing, a few different things. It's not all carrying over. I think my favorite would be just the basic one. I really like that Spirit jersey that they put out, except for the, like, loading thing. I don't like the front,
Yeah.
but the back I thought was really pretty. So I like what they're doing, and, I'm sure I'll end up buying at least a couple things from them if we get a chance to go over there.
And I will
So the
say, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say the 30th anniversary celebration kicks off March 6th. Their actual anniversary is, I think, April 15th. Does that sound right?
12th?
12th?
How many times have we been there? I don't know.
One of them's Titanic, and one of them
Oh,
is,
then it's gonna be the
Disneyland Paris, so I don't
15th
remember
then.
which is.
It's gotta be the 15th
It
then,
might be the
'cause
same, actually, I who knows?
yes, we know so much. I feel that in the past, you and I've been going to Disneyland Paris for what, 5 years now? 5-ish years, and I don't know about you, but I feel like their merchandise has gotten better and, like, trendier. Like,
Mhm.
it feels like they've gotten more into that instead of, like, souvenirs that you buy at the park, you're actually, there's, like, the stuff's stylish and
Well, I
collectible.
wonder if, I mean, since we've been going, Disney has taken over full ownership of the park, so I wonder if
That's a good point.
that integration might have helped as well. But I felt the same way about the first time I went to Tokyo Disneyland. I was so let down by the merchandise. Maybe it's because I was looking for more for apparel instead of like accessories and stuff, where I feel that's where they excelled.
Yes, they do.
Um, but now seeing what they put out, it's just the most, jaw-dropping stuff. So, uh, who's to say what exactly? Maybe my taste changed, or maybe they really have. Maybe that's something that has amped up.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
I'm glad to
let's go
see
ahead and
it.
get to your shopping list.
Yes, and we have reached the end of everything we're going to talk about today, but there is still so much more to go and check out on Laughing Place. So we have another Her Universe collection. They've done, I think, 4 or 5 items for Walt Disney World 50th anniversary. Very, very playful, very fun. There's also some Hamilton Funko Pops, and this is like a second wave, I believe. So there's 4 new styles for that. We've got Mickey Mouse, the main attraction on Shop Disney. They have not revealed the date, but they've listed out what all of the attractions will be for the 12 series. So it's very similar to Minnie Mouse, the main attraction. But I will say, I think this is good because you can pair them up now. So if you collected one of the Minnies, then you can try to collect one of the Mickeys and have a set of the two of them. Um,
Nice.
over at Disney California Adventure, we had Lunar New Year celebration kickoff last week, and we have some merchandise articles about that. Haunted Mansion, a Call of the Spirits game that from Funko Games, they have a Magic Kingdom edition that's coming to the Amazon Treasure Truck before the end of the month. We did a Shop Disney grab bag, so just some of the new items that are available on Shop Disney that are just so good. We got to throw them all into one article. And we talked about the Harvey's anniversary bag, which again is at Walt Disney World. It's exclusive to the park or the resort for right now. And we have some Sleeping Beauty Castle collection, not the Castle collection, not the figurines, but Castle collection attire, like a spirit jersey, golden or black spirit jersey with golden embellishments. It says Disneyland and has the beautiful castle on the back. So some fun stuff there too. Kyle, you got anything else for us?
Nope, I don't think so. But thank you everyone for watching and for commenting and asking us questions. That was fun.
Yes.
And I think Rebecca will be back next week. She will be, because there's no trivia tonight, no trivia on Saturday, but they will be back Tuesday night for Disney Trivia Live at 7:30 Pacific. Later this week, I'm sure we have other stuff happening on this channel, so be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to check out laughingplace.com for all of these articles. You can also check below. We'll have links to all of them. And that's all for me. What about you?
That's it for me. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day. And
got a couple weeks to Valentine's Day, but still.
But now's the best time to start shopping or to do your shopping so that you have everything in time for your holiday celebration. All right, folks. Thank you.